If your hand's not getting tired, you're not blending enough.
You don't need no space, just follow me. Like a mirror, you reflect me. Like a Friday night on the weekend, I feel blessed.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla. If you're new, I film hygiene, fragrance, and lifestyle related videos. So if that's something you're into, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, and basically I'm using like brand new products that I've never used before. So I'm just going to be testing these things out and seeing how I like them. I don't have too many new products, but a main thing that I want to try out is this foundation. So we will definitely get into that. I might do a little chit chatting. It's not necessarily going to be a tutorial. It's just going to be me doing my makeup and just hanging out. So if you want to see that, just keep watching. So hopefully I can stay in focus. I know I'm super close and I'm actually not having a good skin time right now. So excuse me for all these blemishes and pimples on my face, but it's real life. It happens to the best of us. So I'm going to be using my trusty Anastasia Beverly Hills Eyebrow Pomade. And this is in the shade Ebony. And I wanted to use this today because I just wanted to be a little extra. Lately I have been using like just a pencil, especially because when I'm doing my everyday makeup, I've started to not be so heavy-handed with my everyday makeup because, you know, I don't know, not really for any particular reason, but just because sometimes I just don't feel like doing all that, you know. Basically, I just wanted to get on here and chat a little bit because you guys seem to enjoy when we have these conversations. So I do want to say that as of right now, I feel like I have a whole lot of stuff on my plate and I'm trying to get adjusted and get everything together because it's been a while since I've had like this much stuff on my plate. And what I mean by that is last week I did go ahead and start back in school. So I am in school to be an accountant. It's been a while since I got back in there. I don't have like a really long time left at all, but I just feel like when I was in school before, I just had a bunch of distractions. I had a bunch of obstacles I needed to overcome, and I feel like I'm finally, I know one looks way darker than the other, but we're gonna fix that. But I just feel like I had a lot of stuff to overcome and get focused. So I feel like I'm finally ready. But it's just crazy, you know, going back to school at age 31, about to be 32 in a couple of weeks. It's really scary. And then my daughter is actually homeschooled. I homeschool her because I needed to get a grasp on her education and be really hands-on, because the school that she was at, I feel like she was not getting the help and attention that she needed, and I feel like, you know, she was kind of slipping by the wayside because people don't care for your children how you care for them. And as of right now, you know, she's homeschooled. I can oversee everything she's doing. I can actually help her with what, you know, she needs help with. There's some stuff that they're doing now that I don't really know. It's been a while since I've been out of school, which is crazy. But I don't know. I guess it did help that I was a math tutor, so some things I do know. But they're definitely learning some new stuff that I have never seen before, so it gets difficult at times. But I just feel like if you just want you know, what's best for your children, you have to take the reins over yourself sometimes. And I know everybody does not have the luxury to do that, but I'm pretty flexible, so I'm able to do that. But at this point, I am also in school now myself, I have to focus on my own schoolwork as well. So that's where it gets a little tricky because, you know, of course, I'm doing that schoolwork, working and homeschooling. It's a lot. And when, you know, you're doing all this stuff by yourself, it gets to be a little overwhelming at times. And it didn't really feel like this before. I don't know if it's because I'm older and I feel like more things are at stake for me now than when I was in my 20s. But it just feels a lot more serious for me now. I've been trying to do a lot more engulfing of positive things, digesting positive things in my life. I've started reading my Bible again and doing my journaling again, so that really seems to help me just to get grounded and get myself together. I'm just gonna prime my eyes for my eyeshadow. I just took the concealer and I just put it all over my lid, and I just take like a little fluffy brush and just pat it out, because I really haven't found a primer that for my eyeshadow that really does what I needed to do. They either turn chalky or they crease, and that's the whole purpose of priming your eyes in the first place, especially if you have like an oily face or oily lids. It's best to, you know, prime your eyes, because my stuff starts creasing so fast. So I just take this concealer and I just pat it out. I kind of just go in the middle because I just want everything to be seamless. Whoops. I don't want it to dissipate too much at all, so I just use my little brush to do this, and then I wipe off the excess. And I'm going to take this Infallible Pro Sweep and Lock Translucent Powder. Now this one right here is a good one. Now I recently discovered this, and if you want a translucent powder, like if you don't want to use a banana powder and you have oily skin, give this one a try. This is just from the drugstore, but I think you can also find this in like Ulta and stores like that, which I recently hit platinum at Ulta. Like, I really wasn't expecting it, but with this last little haul I did, I actually hit platinum. So my points don't expire now, and I'm very happy about that. This is my first time like saving my points up, because if it gets to $3, I'm using it. But yeah, I did want to just get back into like my makeup, because I have kind of strayed away from it. But I'm just trying to find things once again that I used to really enjoy, that brought me a lot of happiness. I feel like I've been harping on this a lot here lately, but it's so important, especially like when certain things don't go our way. If I have something go wrong, I don't want it to cause me to spiral. I want to go ahead and find something else to focus on, something positive, nothing self-destructive, nothing self-sabotaging, and just doing little things like this, because I used to just find so much peace and joy in doing my makeup, that I want to get back into like extravagant like looks and things like that, because there are people that, you know,
you don't need makeup, or why do you wear makeup, and blah blah blah.
Like, people wear makeup for different reasons. Not everybody is wearing makeup just because it makes them look different. Like, to some people it's a form of expressing yourself, it's a form of art, and it's relaxing. So it's like, yeah, I might have a cake face, which I do not care about a cake face. I'll wear a minimal look, or I will cake the stuff on regardless. Some of us just like that. It's just part of me feeling girly. It's part of me expressing myself, feeling good about myself, because I will be barefaced in a hot second. Like, I'm not worried about that. I just enjoy doing makeup. So anyway, now I'm gonna start on the eyeshadow. So let's see. I don't really know what I want to do for this look, especially using like such minimal colors, but I think I'm gonna go in with this Hey Shorty in my crease and just go from there. I usually enjoy Morphe palettes, but I will say they do tend to stain my eyes. It's kind of hard to get off. Now they do stay all day, but that's the only problem. Like even after I do everything to get the shadow off, it still kind of stains my eye, which I don't particularly care for. So I'm just gonna continue to build upon that in my crease. I'm probably gonna wear neutral colors today, maybe with like just a pop of color. But another thing I did want to chat on, and I was planning on making like this a whole topic within itself, but I'm just gonna go ahead and touch on it in this video. So I you know, really enjoy this hygiene community. I feel like this was like one of my saving graces in my life. I never thought that I would meet such amazing people. I never thought that I would create lasting friendships and have such supportive people. Like honestly, it makes me want to cry pretty much thinking about it, because you guys just make all this worthwhile. But the caveat to that is, and this is what I've been wanting to talk about for a while, I guess this is like this with every community that there is, but sometimes this community can get a little toxic, and that's when I tend to stray away from certain things. So I have noticed that there are some very mean people when it comes to, you know, and like I always call it, scented alcohol and lotions and soaps. Like, and scented alcohol is just like the body mist and the perfume. Like, I have never known that there would be such nasty people over things like this, because honestly I could care less. It's really crazy. Like, not saying that I don't care about this community and I don't care about my community, but it's like we have bigger things in the world to argue about than what something smells like to us. I never knew somebody can create drama out of literally nothing, like out of the air, and it's just highly strange to me. So I have had several encounters with people and I've seen drama going on, and I'm just like, are y'all really arguing over candles? Like, it could never be me. I don't know. I just feel like people don't have lives outside of social media, outside of Instagram, outside of Bath and Body Works, and it's sad. It's like, go touch some grass. Like, please go touch some grass. We love this stuff, but that's another thing that I'm talking about. I don't want to wake up in the morning and just, all right, let me focus my energy on Bath and Body Works. Let me focus my energy on what somebody else is doing. Like, people really need a focus and a purpose. I think some people are too far gone, and that's just not gonna happen. And my heart really aches for those types of people, because I feel like, you know, they've never explored anything beyond, you know, drama and what other people have going on. Like, I never, when I first got in this community, I didn't see any of that stuff, but I guess as I got really deep into it, I started seeing the nastiness that people can exhibit. People thinking that just because you don't have as large of a collection as candles, that you don't know as much as they do. And I don't feel like, and I might be wrong, but I don't feel like there's that much to know. I'm just blending this out. I did add a little black in the crease just to deepen this up. But I did not know that people can really act snobby over candles and body care. And it's extremely strange, because I just want to know, what do you do outside of the internet? Like, what do you do? What, like, do you have people to talk to in real life? Like, do you have any outlets to get your frustration out? Like, why is it that this is your main focus, and then making other people feel bad because they may have just started using candles, or, you know, really getting into them? But honestly, I just don't feel like, I mean, what, unless you're making candles, unless you are making candles, what is there so much to know about them? I'm genuinely curious, and this might make people upset, but I really want to know, like, how much more can you know besides making sure you burn them properly, you're trimming your wicks, you're not leaving them unattended? I don't know. I just feel like, stop judging people for the scents that they like. I don't think it's childish to like any scent. I think that is a mindset that needs to be thrown out the window. It's not childish to like any scent. If you like strawberry pound cake and champagne toast, by all means continue to like those scents. I am not that much of a fan of champagne toast anymore, but I do like strawberry pound cake, and I will continue to like strawberry pound cake. Like, people try to make you feel basic for the most odd things, and I'm just like, please give it a break. Why are you judging people on the scents that they like? Or just because you said something wasn't a good scent, that is just the end all be all, and that's not okay. We are literally different people. I mean, would you try to start drama with somebody because they like pepperonis on their pizza but you don't? Like, are you gonna walk up to them and say, I cannot believe you eat pepperonis, like, why would you eat that? Pepperonis are nasty. And it's like, I like pepperoni pizza, why do I have to change because you said pepperoni pizza is nasty? Like, it just makes no sense to me. And I know I'm just rambling, but these are the types of thoughts that I have when I see nonsense like that, when all we have to do is share our little hauls or our reviews, support each other, and keep it moving. Like, why do we have to do all this extra mess? Like, sometimes that really turns me off. And I'm really, honestly, I really have the most gripes with Instagram, because YouTube, yeah, YouTube definitely does still have that, because there are people that try to make other people feel bad for what they enjoy, or, you know, just act snobby. And I just never understood that at all. Now, I know this looks crazy right now, but you always have to trust the process. So I'm just putting a shimmer shade on the lid, just using my finger, because that's just how I like to apply shimmer shades. But yeah, like, it always looks crazy until you pull it all together. So once I have my, you know, lashes and everything, it'll all come together. So I'm just cleaning up around where I put that base. So I basically put this little beige color on first, and then I put this shimmer shade on top of it, so just to have like a little, you know, contrast. But anyway, I'm not going to continue to bore you guys with my thoughts and feelings about that, because I could literally go along all day. I just really, I can't stand a bully. I can't stand an arrogant person, a snobby person, and especially over something so trivial. It's like, are you really better than somebody because you have the latest perfume? Are you really better than somebody because you have a vast candle collection? Like, you're literally not. We're all people, we enjoy what we enjoy. I don't have a lot of designer perfumes. Like, I know when I come up with my layering videos and things like that, I don't have these extravagant perfumes to show. I just literally show what I have. I do want to purchase more extravagant perfumes, yes, but for right now I just work with what I have. I can't feel inferior to other people that may have different perfumes than me, I like to take notes, and that was way too much primer. I take notes on perfumes that I have never heard of before, and I'm gonna do my forehead after the fact. But you know, perfumes I've never heard before that sound interesting, eventually, you know, I'll pick them up when you know, budget permits and things like that. I don't have to run out and get something just because I want to be first or something like that. Now there are things that I do run out and go get, but I don't run out and go get literally everything just to say I had it first. That's how the collections get out of control. That's how, you know, you start just feeling like, oh, I have to have this in order to be relevant. I have to get this, and it's like, no, you don't. You don't have to do any of that stuff to be relevant. If it makes you happy and you want to go, you know, pick that up, then by all means go do that. But just for the sake of being first, I don't think so. So I'm just gonna put this foundation all over, and of course it's going to oxidize and settle into the skin, so it's not gonna be, hopefully, as orange. And I just like to kind of like clean up under my eyeshadow, like on the side. But like I said, my forehead part, I'm gonna do that after I take this band off. I'm gonna take my already damp beauty blender and just blend that in all over my face. Funny because I know I haul a lot, but I'm really not spending that much money. Like, my hauls might be $100, or sometimes it might be $60 or less than that, because I shop sales and I shop bargain stores. Sometimes I may have more expensive hauls, as far as, you know, I might splurge on a perfume every now and then, but I shop often because I don't buy huge ticket items. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't buy extremely expensive things. So that's how I shop often, because I just stretch my money. Because honestly, I don't think $50 a week or $100 every 2 weeks, I might even be pushing it and say $100 a week is horrible if that's what you want to do. So it's not like I'm just out here with endless funds. Like, you know, YouTube is just the bread and butter. But I do use my YouTube money to shop with. Like, that's my play money as for now. Like, of course, I take care of my responsibilities, and YouTube allows for me to do my little hauls, like, because I'm still not doing huge extravagant hauls. Do I like expensive things? Yes, I do. Do I always have the money to get expensive things? No, I don't. And I said this before, I'd rather splurge on a cruise or a vacation than constantly trying to keep up with designer items. I do have, you know, a couple designer items that I do like to get, but if I have $900 extra, I'm looking for a flight. I'm looking for a hotel, you know, because that's what I want to do with my money. Now, other people can do whatever they want with their money, but me, on the other hand, I want to travel, because travel is my first love. And it's really funny, I don't know if I mentioned this, I probably have, but I actually started this channel because I wanted to be a travel vlogger, but for some reason that wasn't in the cards for me. Like, what popped off is me talking about my love for fragrances, because, you know, we are, when it comes to what type of people We have different layers to ourselves. I love fragrances, I love makeup, I love traveling. We don't just have to be one layer. Like they said on Shrek, you know, I'm like an onion. Onions have layers.
Ogres have layers. Onions have layers. You get it. We both have layers.
So that's pretty much how I feel. So now that I look all nice and ghostly, I'm actually gonna go in with this black Opal True Color contour stick, and this is in the shade Ebony. So this is what this looks like. So yes, in the shade Ebony, and I did pick this up from Ulta. I've been really enjoying Ulta here lately. Used to be just a Sephora girl through and through, but Ulta has been like coming through here lately, you know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and contour. So I'm just gonna take this and just put two little slits on my nose because I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. This little dense little contour brush and just fluff it out. And if your hand's not getting tired, you're not blending enough, because my hand is over here struggling. I'm gonna take a smaller brush and then go ahead and blend out this on my nose, just lightly. And I'm gonna bring it up into my eye, because that's how you get that depth and that contour. You have to bring it all the way up because that really helps it look more concave if that's what you are looking for. I'm trying to go on a cruise for my birthday. I'm trying to see if I can find a good one, because this will also be my best friend's first cruise ever. So I'm really excited about that, and I hope that it can all work out. We're still trying to do Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando as well, like one of these weekends, just for like a quick weekend trip. So it's a lot, especially to jam in within these next few weeks, but we are gonna see if it works. If it doesn't, it wasn't meant to, and I'm not tripping. But all in all, my birthday is definitely the main focus because I do want to enjoy that. So now I'm gonna go in with that Revolution powder, put some in the cap, and I'm just gonna use this brush because I don't know where my other little sponge is at. I'm just lightly pressing it into my face. This does have a lot of fallout, so you have to be careful. I'm a little more heavy-handed with it around my nose because this area right here tends to get oily. So I'm just patting it all in. And I'm gonna repeat on the other side. I feel like came from when we went on our first cruise. I was 17, I was a junior. This was in 2007. And Mom had surprised us for spring break with a Disney cruise. And this one was pretty short. It was a 3-day or 3-night cruise. I can't remember, but I know it was like one of the shortest cruises we were on, and we were hooked ever since. So we had such a good time. I believe my brother was like 9 at the time, and it was really funny because, you know, none of us have been on any type of boat. I didn't even know it was possible. I thought that cruises were just something you seen on TV for older rich people, and that changed my life forever. So I just remember us being on the cruise, and it was dinner time, and we were just looking at our glasses, like they had our water in them, and we can see like the water going side to side. Like it was a really rough night on the sea that night, and we were kind of like, I don't know about this. I don't know if I should be doing this, but you know, eventually it got better, and we really enjoyed it. And I think the fact that it was a Disney cruise, because Disney always just makes you feel that magic all the time, I think that's what really like sealed the deal for us, because we were just feeling amazing and just so happy. So after that, we were just cruise junkies. But it's just something I've always loved, the ocean. Like even before I started going on cruises, we were always going to Disney or Florida, and it's just something about the ocean that I just enjoy so much. It's just one of my favorite things ever. It just always makes me feel so relaxed. Like I'm happy. I take it in every single time I'm at the ocean. Like I take a moment to just take everything in and just appreciate the fact that I'm there. Just think about how large the world is, and you know, how I did not have to be there, how I didn't have to leisurely be at the ocean. Just being happy and blessed that I'm able to do it at all, because as you know, everybody doesn't get to experience things like that. So I never take it for granted. I always take a video, I take a mental note, and I just become one with the ocean. I just appreciate it so much. So I'm gonna take this Becca Hydro Mist powder, and I'm gonna be so sad when it's all gone, because it's actually almost finished. Haven't been able to find any more. I don't know if I can find any on the black market or what, but I'm gonna take this and just put it all over my face and wipe off the contour powder and wipe off the setting powder. So I know I didn't say it, but the contour powder I used was from this Cover FX palette, and this is the Perfector face palette. I always use this, that's why it's so dirty. I got this from a BoxyCharm, and I have been hooked ever since. So as I'm wiping everything off, I'm just making sure it's nicely blended, it's all out. And using like this other setting powder helps to just make everything look more streamlined, and it also helps to continue to give you that extra protection you need to keep your face matter throughout the day, more matte. So but so far so good. And y'all, all my makeup is dirty, like, because I use this stuff and I don't have time to wipe it off every single time, so excuse that. But I'm gonna go in with this Ofra highlighter, and this is in the shade Pumpkin Pie. So here's what this looks like. I love this shade, it's so golden and pretty. And yeah, Ofra Pumpkin Pie. So I'm gonna take me a little highlight brush, highlight my cheekbones. my nose. I told you guys I like my nose to be shining like Rudolph, so that's why I go ham with that little dot. And then I'm just gonna get a little small brush and put some highlight in my inner corner. Because I love for my inner corner to pop. We have that, and then now we're gonna go in with our blush. And this is the OPV Beauty London Born to Shine blush palette. So some of these blushes in here can arguably be highlight, but I think these are beautiful shades. They just go with my skin tone so well. So I'm going to be mixing two of them, so I'm going to be using this one and I'm just probably gonna mix these two. So I just pat one, pat the other, because this kind of matches my eyeshadow. I don't like a whole lot of blush, just enough to flush the face. And I like a darker blush. Sometimes I like a lighter blush, but for the most part I like more of a deep plum blush. So like I said, not too much. Going to go in with this lip liner. So this is the NYX Line Loud lip liner, and here's what this looks like, and this is in the shade Rebel Kind. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips up. Oh, it broke. Okay, so I had to sharpen it again, so let's see if it works this time. So it goes on pretty smooth. Which I really like. This is one of the smoothest lip liners I've ever used. So I'm kind of overlining, like, not like to make my lips look bigger, but I'm overlining, like going more inward, if that makes sense, because I want to do like an ombre lip. So I'm using a little more liner than usual. Then I'm going to use this NYX Butter Gloss to go on top, and this is in the shade Fortune Cookie. So here's what this one looks like. So let's see if it gives me the effect I'm looking for. And with these, you gotta kind of play around with it because it'll look crazy at first, but you have to like smudge and blend. Press those lips together. So of course my camera died when I was putting on my lip gloss, but I did go ahead and put on some lashes. These lashes are a little crazier than I intended for them to be, but it is what it is. I actually got these on Amazon, so if you're interested in these or any others like them, I'll definitely link them down below. But they are like a bit much. They're like kind of crazy, and I need to brush them out because they actually got smushed in the package. But I'm a girl that loves the huge lashes, loves the cake face, love all that, so I'm always gonna do that, you know. So last time I did a makeup video, someone told me that they wish they could have seen the makeup a little longer, so this is me showing the final look a little longer. And yeah, my hair, I'm trying to work on it. I'm not a professional. I just do enough to make myself feel presentable, but hopefully I'll get better one day once I start doing this a little bit more. But I did, you know, just want to get on here and say goodbye to you all, and I hope that you enjoyed this little chit chat. Get ready with me, and if you guys do enjoy this, I will do this again in the future, just doing like different makeup, because I have been really enjoying my makeup here lately. So I'm gonna get out of here because we are actually going to go enjoy the day with my mom for her birthday. So if you want to see more content like this, make sure you guys subscribe. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.